So today we will be talking about hypothermia. We will be talking about what it is, how do you prevent it, and how do you treat it. So first of all, what is hypothermia? Hypothermia is when your body temperature drops, and this will cause your body parts to stop working. For example, if you had hypothermia, your hands would not be able to go in and out, and you would not be able to move your toes. This is usually caused by being exposed to cold temperatures for long periods of time. So for example, if you fell in the lake and were not able to get into your boat for a long period of time, this can cause you to get hypothermia. Now, when we're talking about a long period of time, we're not talking about 5-10 minutes. We're talking about if you're not able to get into your boat for half an hour to an hour, and that's when you really will start to get hypothermia. And what hypothermia does is it stops your muscles from working. So the cold will affect your muscles, so that it'll affect not only your hands and your feet, but it can also affect your organs on the inside. So it can affect how you breathe and your heart. So it is very dangerous, and you definitely do not want to get hypothermia. So hypothermia is preventable. Some of the things that you can do to prevent it would be dress according to the weather. So for example, if it's a really cold, windy day, you want to wear your wetsuit and your hat and your gloves and your life jacket. You always want to wear your life jacket, because your life jacket will help you not use energy to keep your head above water and keep yourself breathing, but your life jacket will then will give you the opportunity to use the energy that you would have used to keep yourself afloat, to keep yourself warmer for a longer period of time. Another thing that you can do to prevent hypothermia is use the buddy system, because if you fall in the lake and there's no one else around and you can't get back in your boat, then there's no one there to help you and there's no one there to call for help. But if you use the buddy system, then there is someone there to call 911 and to help you get out of the water, and they will also help you stay warm while going back to land. So how would you treat hypothermia? You would want to if you saw someone with hypothermia in the water, you would want to get them out of the water and to a dry place. If possible, you would want to get them inside, so that they will get warmer faster. You would want to call 911 or have someone call for you. Probably having someone call for you would be the better solution, because then you can help the person faster and it won't take as long and they will warm up faster. So the first thing you want to do is you want to remove all of their wet clothing and replace it with dry clothing or blankets. You then want to focus on their middle area, so getting their internal organs warm, because those are the most important parts of the body. So your heart and your lungs are the most important, and your head obviously with your brain. Then you want to have them drink something warm, but not too warm, because you don't want to warm them up too quickly. After you've done all that, you want to monitor the victim and await for the medical attention to arrive. So when I say monitor the victim, I mean like check if they're breathing, check if they're awake, check if they're okay, do they need anything, like all that kind of thing, are they warm enough, and medical attention can take over from you, and they're more trained to treat hypothermia, and they will give the person the help that they need. So we talked about preventing hypothermia by dressing appropriately. So now we're going to practice and show how to dress properly. So does anybody want to volunteer to get dressed up?
I'll do it.
Okay, so come on up here. And what we're going to have you do is we're going to have everyone else, there are clothes in here that some are good for dressing for hypothermia and some are not so good. So you guys can go through and pick things that you think would be good for preventing hypothermia. And there's also this as well. Hold that.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys go through and pick what you think would be good for dressing for hypothermia.
I think this hat's better than this hat.
I think you're right.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a hat.
I'm Mary Poppins now. Ow, my hair.
Shorts aren't going to be good.
No, shorts are good. Gloves.
No, not those. Those are gloves won't do any good. These gloves are way better.
Okay, those gloves.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put the gloves on.
Brr, now every other part of me is cold.
And these long johns.
Oh, long johns would be good.
Okay, good. We'll just. Okay, ready?
Sweet.
Stop. Put these on. You can just put them around his ankles.
Up to my knees. Dad's already getting
All right.
And there's a jacket.
Okay, so I gotta put this. Good job, guys. You.
All right.
A Mary
Okay.
Poppins Sailing Edition.
Okay, so what else do you guys think would be? There's.
Oh, he needs a life jacket.
You always need your life jacket. We
Always
talked about
need a life
that.
jacket.
Yep. Put that on him. You gotta do it up properly.
Has he got his gloves on?
He does have his gloves on, I think. Yeah,
I
they're
just can't see them.
there. They're there.
Okay.
What about other things for my legs?
I don't think there's any socks in here.
No, there's no socks. Okay, awesome. You guys did really well. This is exactly what you're supposed to wear. You maybe would want to wear something on your feet,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Like that was in the bag. If it was really cold, you may want to wear like a pair of ski pants over top or something else like that. So that was really good, guys. Okay, so we're going to now take all of this stuff off him. Actually, we'll leave this on him, and you can volunteer for the next activity, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to sit down?
You can sit down, yeah.
Can you fold my thing?
Okay. Come and sit down.
Okay, come still.
Okay, so now that you...
Okay.
So now that you guys have learned how to prevent hypothermia, we're now going to practice how to treat it as well, because we did talk about that before. So we're going to have our lovely volunteer, Blair, come back out on stage, and he's going to play the person who is having hypothermia. So would you guys both like to rescue him, or do you think one of you should rescue him?
I think we better both rescue him.
Okay. So he is in the water. He's very cold. What do you think?
Okay,
he's
sit
gonna
down
do?
like you're in the water.
Blub, blub.
Get him out of the water.
All right,
Get him out of the water.
Get him out of the water.
Okay.
And then we
Get him out of his wet clothes.
All right.
We're supposed to get him out of the wet clothes.
Wet clothes first.
But one of us needs to go phone 911.
Okay, you go phone
Okay.
911. I'll get him out of this. How the heck do you get him out of this thing? There we go. There are the clips. No, those aren't the clips. Where are the clips? Where are the side clips? You've got hypothermia. You can't. Let's get your hat off.
Okay.
There we
The
go.
ambulance is coming.
Excellent.
Okay, get him out of the wet
Get
clothes.
him out of the wet clothes. All right.
Wrap him up in a blanket.
Something warm.
Get warm clothes on him. Get something
Yeah.
warm and dry
Come
on
on.
him.
Come here. Warm and dry.
Beverage.
Get him a beverage.
Oh, I'll go get him a hot beverage.
And you know what? Let's get him to lay down over here. How we doing?
You may not want to shake him that much.
No?
He's
I'm trying to warm him
You
up.
don't want to get him into shock,
Okay.
because that could be very dangerous. Also, are you speaking of your cold? Should you put a hat on, another hat on him?
Hat on my feet.
There
Should
we
you
go.
cover his head? Because remember we talked about how his head
Oh,
was,
yeah.
was the greatest heat loss?
Yes.
So is there another hat? There's another hat in there.
There's
There you
another
go.
hat in there. Get that hat on. There. Ambulance is on the way.
You keep talking to him, remember?
Is there any last words you want to tell us?
Here's your hot beverage. Here's your hot chocolate.
Remember, you don't want it to be too hot, because you don't want to warm him up too quickly.
Just have a little bit, because we don't want to warm you up too quickly.
Okay.
How do we do?
That was really good. You guys did everything correctly. You moved him out of the water. You did everything. So it was really good. It was a good pace. You didn't like stop and think about things too often, and you like kept going and you remembered everything. So it was really good. You guys did really well.
Good teaching.
All right.